Hello traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again with another 12 trades. As you can see, today's date is July the 2nd. I just came off of a extended long weekend vacation. It's my first day back in front of the charts and trading. As I mentioned, I took 12 trades. I was trading just before the 8:15 high impact news called ADP non-farm employment change. Like I said, I got in a few minutes before and I closed out, it was about say a half an hour's worth of trading. Get in, get out, and collect the pips, ticks, and of course the money. Here it is, the non-farm employment change, ADT, 8:15 in the morning on July the 2nd. And it moved both Forex and the futures. High impact news will do that. Now, approximately 6 o'clock in the morning, I was in front of the computer looking at all the different instruments, looking at my daily trade plan. After I made a decision I want to be buying and or selling, I'll manually put in this white arrow. Now you will get an audio sound and this pop-up box right here suggesting to buy and or sell. Now most of the trades I've taken, I sold them. It is going on 9:30 in the morning now as I'm doing this video. But here's the daily trade plan, analyzing from the monthly right down to the 30 minutes. And within the comments right here, after some calculations, it'll say look for bullish trades, bearish trades, some will be preferred, and sometimes it'll be just running flat. After more than 20 years of trading and many different daily trade plans, I like this one the most. Now, if you happen to have any questions regarding this daily trade plan, well, just get in contact with me. Okay, now we can go through these trades. First one, Euro New Zealand, so we're just going to drag and drop this up. This is the only one I bought. All the rest were sells. So, as you can clearly see, daily trade plan said to buy, super signal. When I got the signal, I got in. And everything on the top and the bottom followed the rules within the BB Scalper trading system. Took the trade, got in here, and I closed it out here being happy with 15 pips, and that paid out $90. Okay, moving on to the next Forex pair, Pound CAD. As I mentioned, I sold all the rest, so let's just drag and drop this up. Everything was looking good, and it just continued to work its way down. But as a general rule, I'm just looking at the totals, and once I'm feeling like I'm really sure that I got over 200 pips and or ticks, I just close out the trades and I don't worry about what I left on the table. So anyhow, and as you can clearly see here, was the what time was that? 8:15 right here. 8:15, news kicked in and away it went. Took the trade here and closed it out here just being happy with 17 pips. That paid out $117. Okay, let's move on to the next trade I did, which is the Pound Aussie. Another one I sold it. Let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Same situation. Chart's looking great for going down. And of course, daily trade plan, super signal right here. So I just got in. Looks like I got 36 pips, and that paid out $243. Another tool, I recommend you getting your hands on it. It's called the FibMaster tool. I can show you that. After you get it, you would just click on this tab right here. You would go from swing high to swing low. And here's your pullback right here, entry number 2, or actually 3. And of course, if it hits the entries, it'll usually make it at least to target 2, 3, 4, 5. And on this day, it hit all the way down to target number 10. Great tool to have. Reason why it works so fantastic is that millions of traders all over the world use Fibonacci. Now, if you have any questions regarding this FibMaster tool, just get in contact with me. It's a complete, full course, over 3 gigabytes. I believe there's 30 training videos. So, lots of educational videos teaching you exactly how to trade my FibMaster tool. Okay, moving right along to the next trade, Pound New Zealand. Here we go. Let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Super signal, arrow, daily trade plan. I knew it was going to go down prior to high impact news. That's exactly what you want, movement within the market. Ended up locking in 41 pips, and that paid out $249. Not only the daily trade plan said to sell, my meter right here, pound is right at the bottom at 14%, so that qualifies it for being a bus driver. Sold a lot of pound pairs here, as you can see. Next one, again, is another pound, which is the pound Swiss. So we're just going to drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. They all look quite similar. Even did qualify for a great way to trade. Got in at this point, closed it out here, just being happy with 24 pips, paying out $303. Okay, moving on to the S&P 500. Let's pull it up first of all. Here we go on this S&P 500. So we're just going to drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Another one. Selling from the daily trade plan, super signal. Got in at this cursor. Everything was looking good for going down. Now S&P pays $5 for each tick. So the calculator says we're looking for 65. And we're getting there. That's as close as I'm going to be able to show, but it's 65. And those ticks paid out $325. Okay, let's move on to the pound dollar, another pound pair. You remember, we sold it. And the pound dollar pays $10 for each pip. Looking at the money, easy to see it should be 44. So let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Here it is right here on this pound dollar. Pound dollar. And we're looking for 44. There it is right there, 44 pips, paid out $440. Moving right along to the next trade on this Dow Jones. So on the Dow Jones, let's go and pull that up. Dow Jones right here. Let's drag and drop it up, see where I got in at. As soon as it'll lock in, there it is, finally. Now, another one that pays $5 for each tick. So the calculator says this one is 89 ticks from the daily trade plan, super signal. Did qualify for a great way to trade. Now it just got in at this point right here where this cursor is. And got out at this point what did I say? It's we're looking for 89. Oh, that's as close as I'm going to be able to show, but those 89 ticks paid out $445. You've probably noticed that on most of these trades, the market is still going, and could have made a minimum at least 2 times that amount if I stayed in the trades a little bit longer. And there is a video I teach how to stay in the trade for more pips. I teach exactly how and when to get in and how and when to close the trade. Next one I did, pound yen. Pound yen, here we go. Based on pound weakness, it's only at 13% at the moment. So let's just drag and drop this up, see where it got in at. Another one that kept moving a little bit more. Let's see, pound yen. Close it out here. Looks like with about 71 pips. And that paid out $494. Okay, moving on to the NASDAQ now. NASDAQ pays $20 for each tick. Took the money, divided by 20. Calculator says it's approximately 26 ticks. So let's drag and drop this up, see where it got in at. Very short move. Pretty good payday. So let's see, we're looking for 26. There it is right there, 26 ticks paying out $518. Next one, Russell. Russell pays $10 for each tick, so easy to see this should be 71. So drag and drop this up, see where it got in at. Another one that just kept moving. It's working its way down to this ADR. And what I say, we're looking for 71. There it is right there, 71 ticks, paying out $710. Okay, moving on to the last trade, which is the DAX 30. Now in this DAX 30, let's pull it up. Dropped it down to the 5 minutes because this one's really hard to get a reading on. So we're just going to drag and drop this up. Wanted to be selling it after it did the cycle up prior to the news. Got in, and of course it went much further. At least 3 or 4 times more. Multiply that by 3 or 4, well, 30 something, 40 something. You get the idea. And of course eventually it did a pullback, which is tradable, by the way. I teach you how to trade pullbacks. And I took the money, divided by 3.75. That's what it pays, $3.75. Calculator says it's approximately $290. $290. And well, that's as close as I can get. $290. It did go well over 1,200, but I was happy with the $290, and that paid out $1,087. Trading is easy and a lot of fun, but only after you learn how to trade the markets. And to learn how to trade the markets, you're going to need a fair amount of education. But it will pay off after you get the education and do the homework. So the secret, one of the secrets to trading the market successfully is getting your hands on enough education. So definitely another great day of trading. Great way to start the week after my 5 days, 4 or 5 extended long weekend. Now, I knew that it was going to be well over 200, obviously, especially with this DAX 30. I added up all the pips and the ticks. Grand total came to 789 pips and ticks, and that paid out $5,023. So if you have any questions, And of course, if your system's not producing like my BP scalper, recommend you get your hands on it. And don't forget about the daily trade plan, and also don't forget about my FibMaster tool. So if you have any questions, just get in contact with me, which is very easy to do. All you got to do is look right below this video in the description. You'll see my contact information plus a lot of other information. Now you can pick up the phone and call me directly. I answer the phone most of the time. And of course, if you can't call me, well, send me an email. Now I really do prefer Teams, so I made a link. Easy for us to have a connection. All you got to do is click on it. After the connection, we'll be able to talk live, do screen sharing. I can answer most of your questions. Also in the description, you'll find 5 different packages. I do charge $250 for each package. My newest package is called How to Make 10K a Day Trading Mini Lots. Well over 3 gigabytes of training, 30 training videos, and basically I'm teaching exactly what one of the things I do, trade multiple instruments, but then I throw in how to trade multiple positions, and that's the fastest way you can grow your account. That's exactly what I teach. Now, I have a special offer. If you buy 2 packages, I'll give you one of the other 3 packages for free. Oh, looks like it's just about time to wrap up this video. And of course, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trading day and video, I want to wish you good luck with your trading. And remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.